Good morning, student. Today we are going to see second chapter of economics. We are starting with the second chapter, not with the first, because first chapter is graph, and after studying few chapters we will see how to draw graph, because in next chapters we are going to see some datas which are useful to draw graph. So now we will start with the second chapter of economics, indicators of economic development. Indicators means those things or those areas which are necessary for economic development of the country. Any country which is economically developed requires indicators, and we are going to learn about the indicators in this chapter. But first of all, we should know what is economic development and what is economic growth. Now we will see first of all economic growth. A long-term increase in the capacity of a country to supply different goods is called economic growth. What do you mean by these lines? A long-term increase in the commodities. In every country, there are different factories, industries, or all the production house which are included in the secondary sector. Last year we have studied three sectors: primary, secondary, and tertiary. All the things or all the manufacturing hubs which are included in the secondary sectors are included in this. All the production which is done by the secondary sectors, if that production goes on increasing from time to time, then we can say economic development of the country took place, and it should goes on increasing from time to time. Now we will see the economic growth and its limitations. It consider only quantitative changes, means it consider changes which are related with the quantities. Suppose in 2018 country is manufacturing about 1000 kgs of grains. Then in the 2019 they manufactured 1200 kgs of grains. So production is increased by 200 kgs, and this will be considered as the quantitative changes. It consider rise in PCI. PCI means per capita income, and NI, national income. But institutional factor remain as it is. Economic growth considered rising, increase in per capita income as well as increase in national income, but it ignores increment or institutional factors. Those factors which affects the growth are neglected. So this is one of the limitations of economic growth. Then narrow concept, as it only depicts rising output. It depicts rising output. Output means increment in the production sectors. I have given you the example 1000 tons and it increased to 1200 kgs. That is increment. But it depicts only increment. But it does not consider what is the quality of that increment. Fourth one is, it is not useful to know welfare of the people. It only says the production. It only says the production. Suppose if production increased from 500 to 1000, 1000 to 1200, 1200 to 1500, but it does not says us or depict us how welfare the people of the country are. So these are the limitations of economic growth. Now we are going to see economic development. Economic development is multi-dimensional process, and it is given by Michael Tudor. It was asked in board exams very many times, so please remember the name Michael Tudor and the definition given by him of economic development, that is economic development is multidimensional. Now what is multidimensional? Multidimensional means growth should be there from all round of development. It should not be restricted to certain sectors. It should be all the sectors, whether it is primary, secondary or tertiary. All the sectors should grow. All the people living in the country should grow. That's why Michael Tudor said economic development is multidimensional, means all over development should be there. Now, characteristics of economic development. First is continuous process. Economic development is fast initially, but it slows down over the period of time. Economic development is a fast process, but after a certain time, it slows down. It reduces. It slows down. Suppose in the initial years, we have seen the production has increased from 500 kgs to 600 kgs, 700 kgs, 800 kgs. Then it starts falling down on a slow scale, and that's why it is called a slow process. Quantitative and qualitative changes. Change in the output, that is quantity. 1000 kgs say 1500 kgs increase more, then it is quantitative changes. What is the qualitative changes? Improvement in the product. It is improvement. Suppose what is improvement in the product? Suppose previously the mobiles were there in which we have only calling and messaging facilities. Then mobile, we have seen so many improvement in mobile. We have cameras, we have internet facilities, all the things which we do with the laptops, now we can do with the mobile. That is called improvement in the product. Improvement in quantity from 1000 to 1500, that is quantity. But improvement in the quality of the product, that is considered in the qualitative changes. Third one is change in demand. As income increase, demand for comfort also increase. As the income of people increase, they will demand more and more comfortable things. Suppose a person is earning 10,000 rupees per month and then he suddenly started earning 50,000 rupees per month. Then his demand for comfort, अब घर में AC चाहिए उसको, he wants TV, he wants better house, he wants bigger car. This all things demand will increase, all are considered as comfort because his income is increasing. Then increase in capital. Development leads to the more demand of commodities result into capital formations. When we see the development, it will take more demand of the commodities. More demand of the commodities means, suppose a country required few kgs, suppose 100 kgs of grains, and when the population is increasing, the demand for more goods will increase, and this will lead to increase in demand of capital. Capital is money. Demand for money will increase when development take place. Changes in the technology. Shift from fire and water to the coal and iron and different technologies. Changes technology related with the different technological level which has improved from the past. In the past we were using fire and water, now we have started using coal and iron, and in today's generation we are using the fibers and other material for making different technologies. So these are the economic development, its meaning and its characteristics. It also has some limitations. We will see one by one the limitations of economic development. Economic development cannot discuss human development. It considered only economic development, but it has not related with the human development. A country is due to humans, not due to only development. It neglected human development, so it is one of the limitations. Difficult to measure changes in the societies. In economic development, it is very difficult to know the changes, how much changes are made. That cannot be known because quality cannot be measured. Less improvement in seen in standard of living. People are living in the country, they are less developed or less civilized, then we can't say economic development has achieved. So we are seeing about economic growth and economic development. Both are the concepts which are related with our country and from the other countries of the world. Now we are going to see difference between economic growth and economic development. So let us see difference between both of them, economic development and economic growth. Students, please remember this. This question has been asked in exam for more than 10 times. So you have to remember these questions thoroughly and properly. If you have not understood all economic growth and economic development, by knowing the difference between, you can understand the economic development and economic growth. Now let us start with the first. Economic development is the process and economic growth is the occurrence. Once the process starts, occurrence begins. It is a process or it is an occurrence. Both quantitative and qualitative changes are considered in this. It considered only qualitative changes, means improvement in the quality of the product, and here you have to see both whether quantity is increasing or not and whether the quality is increasing or not. Third one, it is related with the developing country. We all know developing country, one of the bigger name in developing countries, our country. Our country is India. India is developing country. While in economic growth, it is related with the developed countries like USA, Norway, Japan. This concept, economic development concept, is broad one because it includes both quantitative as well as qualitative changes. It is a narrow concept because it includes only qualitative concept. It is a slow process as it is considered in our country, India, where process or where development is slow. That's why it is a slow process. It is related with the countries like USA. That's why it is fast process. Economic development try to utilize unutilized resources of the country. Unutilized resources means those resources which are not in use. There are so many resources in our country which are not in use. Those resources can be used with the help of economic development. While economic growth, it emphasizes only on distribution of resources. It see whether everybody is getting everything or not. It does not see unutilized resources because here resources are already